Tayo ngayong umaga ng Webes, nasa linya ho natin at atin hong kausapin ang retired Senior Associate Justice ng Korte Suprema. Wala pong iba kundi si Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio. Justice, magandang umaga po. Welcome sa Tira Brigada, Brigada Haji po at Brigada Abner.
Gandang umaga po.
Okay, naka-mute po yata, Justice. Ayan, okay na po yata.
Oo,
Ayan.
magandang umaga. Magandang umaga sa mga viewers natin.
Okay, maraming salamat po, Justice, sa pagtanggap ng aming imbitasyon. Una po sa lahat, pakipaliwanag nga po para mas maging malinaw sa ating mga kababayan. Yun pong sinasabi ng isang dating speaker at ngayon po ay mambabatas sa House of Representatives na pwede pa daw pong tumakbo si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sa taong 2028. Ano po ang paliwanag ng konstitusyon doon?
Napakaklaro yung constitution, no? Nakalagay doon, the president shall not be eligible for any re-election.
Mm-hmm.
Any means kahit kailan.
Mm-hmm.
So hindi na siya pwede tumakbo once lang. You are allowed only one term under the present constitution.
Aha. Sumali po yung paliwanag ni ex-speaker Alvarez na parang senador daw na kapag nakapagpahinga, pwedeng bumalik justice para tumakbo ulit sa posisyon.
Maling-mali yan.
Mm-hmm.
Nakalagay, shall not be eligible for any re-election. At saka klaro yan sa discussion ng mga framers ng Constitution. No? Only one term. Tapos na, 6 years.
Yun. So sa makatwid, yung sinasabi ho sa Constitution na Justice na for more than 4 years that you have served as the President of the Republic, bukod sa hindi ka pwedeng mag-re-election, hindi ka na talaga pwedeng tumakbo kahit na sabihin natin nagpahinga ka.
Well, yes. If you served your full term of 6 years, hindi na pwede.
Yun, malinaw yun,
Oh.
Brigada Abs. Pero ito pag-usapan nun natin, Justice, yung impending impeachment trial laban ho kay Vice President Sara Duterte. And of course, alam naman ho natin na hanggang ngayon hindi pa naman ho ito nauumpisahan sa Senate. But the Senate President is saying na mukhang possibly mag-uumpisa na ho yung impeachment trial after the 4th State of the Nation address ni Pangulong Marcos. Your thoughts on this, sir?
Well, una sinabi nila na June 12 raw mag-umpisa. Ngayon, sa SONA na. Ang SONA yata, July yata, no?
Aha.
So, between the filing of the articles of impeachment sa Senado at July, after the SONA, right after the SONA, mukhang matagal masyado. So, ang sabi naman ng saligang batas, the trial shall proceed forthwith. Forthwith means as soon as possible, no? Dapat hanapan nila ng paraan. Pwede naman sila mag-convene, no? Sinabi naman ni Presidente, I'm willing to call a special session if the Senate will request. So, at saka sabi naman ni at saka at any time the President can call a special session, no? Sabihin ng Presidente, I will call you to a special session to amend the 2025 General Appropriations Act dahil ibabalik natin yung allocation ng PhilHealth. Tinanggalan nila ng 72 billion yung PhilHealth, zero allocation. Tsaka yung DepEd computerization, tinanggalan nila ng 12 billion. Yung AFP modernization, kailangan natin yung to defend the West Philippine Sea, tinanggalan nila ng 15 billion. So, pwede siya tumawag ng special session for that purpose alone. Ngayon, pag nakakonvene na yung Congress, yung Senado pwede na mag-organize as a impeachment court, no? So, dahil ang presidente hindi pwede makialam sa impeachment, ang sabi ng saligang batas, it's the House that has exclusive power to initiate impeachments. Tapos it's the Senate that has the sole power to try and decide all impeachment. So inamin naman ni Presidente na wala siyang role sa impeachment. So to be consistent, tatawag lang siya ng special session to enact an urgent legislation. Silent siya kung anong gagawin ng Senado kung mag-organize into impeachment court or not. The Senate can take advantage of that to organize as a impeachment court. At least ipapasa nila yung revised rules nila dahil kailangan sila to shorten the proceedings. They plan to adopt the judicial affidavit rule. That will cut trial time by about 60 to 70%. Ganyan nangyayari sa husgado ngayon. Trial time has been reduced by 60 to 70% because of the judicial affidavit rule. So pwede nila muna gawin yun, mga ganyan, no? At least that will comply with the Constitution na nag-umpisa na sila. Now, pag hindi nila matapos, it can spill over to the 20th Congress. Wala namang prohibition. At saka the Senate naman, according to the Supreme Court, is a continuing institution, hindi continuing legislative body, continuing institution dahil unlike the House, pag nag-expire yung term ng Senate, may naiwan pa rin 12.
Yes.
12 senators who will still serve another 3 years, no? So dapat matagal masyado yung 5 months, more than 5 months iintay dapat they should do something about it.
Pero Justice Carpio, ano po yung take po ninyo doon sa termino na forthwith? Kasi napaisip ako ano pa yan, ambiguous ba ang meaning ng word na yan? Kasi sabi ni Senate President Escudero, forthwith hindi ibig sabihin na kinabukasan o agad-agad dapat mag-convene yung impeachment court kasi may binabanggit siya nung in-impeach daw si Corona 1 month and a half after pa nag-convene yung impeachment court. Yung kay Gutierrez, more than 1 month. Pero sabi naman ni retired Justice Ascona, dapat agad-agad. So kung kayo pong tatanungin, hindi po ba malinaw ang ibig sabihin ng word na forthwith?
Well, forthwith sa tingin ko should be as soon as possible. Dahil may calendar yung Senate, yung Congress. Pag adjourn sila, at saka yung House naman, they submitted the articles of impeachment at the last minute while the Senate was already conducting the session to adjourn, no? So, hindi mo ma-blame yung Senate for not taking it up. Pero there's a way to resolve that, no? By the president has offered to call for a special session, so they can take that up, no? And then the president can also on his own call a special session, pero purely to amend the 2025 GAA. Dapat naman talaga i-amend. Madaming galit dyan na tinanggalan yung PhilHealth zero allocation. So, i-correct yung PhilHealth and then you have convened Congress. The Senate can act already because they will be in session. At least they should approve their revised rules, no? Tsaka para makaprepare yung both the prosecution and the defense. At saka at least to give respect to the provision of forthwith. Siguro hindi naman natin masabi na kaagad-agad na pagdating doon sa Senado yung articles, they will convene immediately, no? Dahil kailangan talaga i-amend naman yung revised rules, no? So and then you have to give the respondent 10 calendar days to submit the answer. Tsaka baka hihingi rin yung yung prosecution their time to maybe 5 days to reply. So hindi kaagad mangyari yung trial. But that's why when you say katulad ng sinabi mo based on the previous impeachment cases, hindi naman kaagad. There was one or more than 1 month passed before the
Okay.
So ang dyan, as soon as possible, as soon as reasonably possible dapat.
So whether or not, Justice Carpio, the impeachment case was railroaded sa House of Representatives, kumbaga hindi dapat upuan ng Senado ito pong impeachment trial, sabi nga po nila. Pero hindi ho kaya, Justice Carpio, ang ginagawa hong ano dito, plano, kaya after the SONA, is to determine kung sino kaya yung mga papasok na 12 bagong senador para, kumbaga, magkaalaman na, pag upo natin as an impeachment court, at least, kumpleto na tayo, alam na natin yung, kumbaga, possible na principle o prinsipyo ng bawat isa sa atin. Ganun kaya yon?
Well, sa bilang ko, walang 2/3, no? Yan na din yung bilang ng iba. So, that's possible. Pero I want to correct the impression na the House railroaded, no? Yung 1/3 signature, nasa saligang batas yun na pag may 1/3 of the members of the House will sign the articles of impeachment, diretso na yan. Nangyari na yan during the time of the former President Estrada. Dumiretso na yung articles of impeachment sa Senado. Wala nang committee hearing. So that's part of the accepted process under the Constitution. But you are right. I think they're also considering na wala kulang pang boto nila. That's why they want this to be finally decided by the members of the Senate in the 20th Congress. So, pero hindi maganda pag i-postpone nila ng matagal So they have to do something already to preparatory work at least.
Aha. Justice, may binanggit po kayo tungkol doon sa itong issue na possible resignation ni Vice President na kapag nag-resign, no choice ang impeachment court kundi i-dismiss kasi hindi na po siya opisyal na gobyerno. Pero may isang impeachment prosecutor, itong si Representative Chua, sinabi niya na kapag nag-resign, yung isa lang na purpose ng impeachment ang na-serve, yun yung alisin siya sa pwesto, pero pwede pa rin daw na patawan siya ng perpetual disqualification kahit na mag-resign na si Vice President Sara Duterte. Your take on that issue, Justice?
Yes. Pag nag-resign yung VP, before the articles of impeachment reach the Senate, hindi na siya pwede i-try ng Senado dahil nag-resign na siya before the Senate acquired jurisdiction. No? So, ganyan din sa administrative cases. You're a public official. If you resign before you are, before the administrative case is filed against you, wala nang jurisdiction yung administrative agency. So, they will have to dismiss the case. Kahit na one of the penalties will be the accessory penalty is perpetual disqualification to hold office. Dahil hindi ka na public official, hindi ka na empleyado when the case was filed. So walang jurisdiction. Ganyan din ang tingin ko sa Senado. Pag nag-resign si Sara before the case was filed sa Senate, hindi na pwede i-take up ng Senate dahil hindi na siya Vice President. There's no need. She cannot be removed from office anymore because she's no longer holding office. Yun yung reason ng Supreme Court sa mga public officials na inabla administratively after they resign. Dismiss ng Supreme Court yung mga kaso na yan dahil ang purpose, the highest penalty sa administrative case is your removal. Pero wala ka nang, you're not holding any office anymore, so wala nang jurisdiction. So, however, ang nangyari actually, na-file, na umabot yung articles of impeachment sa Senado. Ngayon, ang rule is, jurisdiction once acquired continuous. So when the articles of impeachment reach the Senate, it acquired jurisdiction. So, nasa Senado na yan kung anong gustong gawin nila. Whether to dismiss or to continue to impose the penalty of perpetual disqualification. Ngayon, that's why in the cases of Merceditas Gutierrez, si Andy Bautista, Commissioner COMELEC Chairman noon, ang articles of impeachment umabot sa Senado Pero they resigned after that. Hindi na nagpatuloy yung Senado. So ang practice, it's up to the Senate. Pag nag-resign yung accused, well, the trial is going on or anytime after the impeachment articles are received by the Senate, nasa Senado yan. Anong gustong gawin nila. Dahil ang penalty naman nakalagay, in case of impeachment, the penalty shall not extend further than removal from office and perpetual disqualification to hold office. Shall not extend further. Ang implication yan, pwedeng removal from office lang, hindi isama yung perpetual disqualification, no? Kasi shall not extend, in other words, the maximum penalty shall be those two. Pag sinasabi mo maximum yan, pwede yung isa lang, no? So, yung removal lang, which is really the purpose of impeachment, removal from office. So, we go by the practice na pag nasampa na sa Senado yung articles of impeachment, nasa discretion ng Senado kung i-dismiss na lang.
Nako. We would love to have you, Justice Carpio, for some mas maraming oras, pero we're running out of time. But we'd like to thank you for giving us your precious time, Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio. Thank you very much, sir. Mabuhay po kayo.
Salamat po, Justice.
Maraming salamat. Thank you.
Thank you, si retired Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio.
Tira! Brigada!